The screenshot below shows a probability distribution for a continuous random variable x, where x is normally distributed with a mean and a variance of sigma squared. The area of each unshaded region is 0.05. The lower boundary of the shaded region is 5.7430, and the upper bound of the shaded region is 17.2570. Calculate the mean and the variance sigma squared. Y is the random variable given by y is equal to 3x minus 4. Write down the distribution of y and find the probability that y is less than 25. Okay, so the second part of this involves what's a little bit known as coding. So, finding the z values for that correspond to the unshaded regions. Remembering that z is the normal distribution where we have a mean of 0 and a variance or standard deviation of 1. The lower bound would be the inverse of 0.05. And to do that on the calculator, you would need to do the following. So you would need to go to the statistics memory, so number 2, and you want distribution, which is F5. You want normal, which is F1 on this calculator. And then you want inverse normal. And then we want the left-hand tail, want the area to be 0.05. Okay, and enter, sorry, you need to enter it, and the standard deviation to be 1 and the mean to be 0. And if we keep pressing S, we get the minus 1.64485. Okay, and then we want the upper boundary to be we want 95% of it up from to there that particular point. So what we could do here is, if we go back and then change the area on this one to 0. 0.95 and press enter, and enter, we'll get the same value but positive 1.64485. Okay, so writing those values down. Okay, so they correspond with these two values here. So the minus 1.64485 corresponds with this one, and the positive value corresponds with this value. Now, we know that z is x minus the mean over the standard deviation, which means that if you rearrange that, the standard deviation times z plus mu is equal to x. So you now set up simultaneous equations. So you take the negative minus 1.64485 times the standard deviation. Remember, this will give the standard deviation plus mu is equal to 5.7430. And you get 1.64485 sigma plus mu is equal to 17.222570. And then we need to go to the equation solver, or you solve them manually to solve them. So going to the equation solver, so we press menu, press menu, and we want to go down to equation, enter. We want to select F1 for simultaneous. Okay, there's data in the memory, so we'll press number F1. Okay, we'll delete any data that's there already. That's easy to do. And then we'll press F1 again for 2, and we'll get everything back down to 0. Okay, so we need to put those values in to get minus 1.64485. That's the coefficient of sigma. This one has to be 1 because it's plus mean, and then you need to put in the value that goes with that, which is 5.7430. 1.6430. Okay, and then you need to put the positive one in, 1.64485. Enter. The mean one will be 1. Okay, and then you can put in the value that goes with that, which is 17.2570. Enter. Okay, and then if you press F1, it solves it. Okay. Okay, so the top value gives you 3.5 and the bottom value gives you 11.5. Okay, the top one is going to give you the standard deviation. Okay, the bottom one is going to give you the mean. You just need to bear that in mind. Okay, so we're using the GDC solver, we're going to give sigma being 3.5 and the mean being 11.5. Okay, so writing that down, but the question actually asks us to write down sigma squared, so just remember that, so we'll need to square the sigma, which is 3.5 squared, which is 12.25. So the answers are, the mean is 11.5 and the variance is 12.25. Part B, we've got the distribution 3x minus 4. If you want to find the new mean, this is the coding, E of y will be 3 times the mean of the distribution up here, take away 4, so it'll be 3 times 11.5 minus 4, which is 30.5. Now, but for the variance, it's slightly different. You need to square the number in front here and just multiply it by the variance, which will be 9 times 12.25, which gives you 110.25. So the distribution of y will be mu and sigma squared in the variance. So y will be the normal distribution, 30.5, 110.25. And then for part C, we need to find the probability that y is less than 25. Now, I like to draw a diagram when I do this. So I've got 30.5. Now, I've got sigma is 110.2. Sigma is a square root of 110.25 because this is the variance. And I want the standard deviation for the calculator, which actually gives a nice value of 10.5. I want less than 25, and I've got to find that area here using the calculator. So going back to the calculator and now pressing menu and pressing the number 2 menu, statistics, okay, and then distribution again, 5, and then normal F1, and we want NCD. Okay, so variable, we want variable. The lowest value we want very, very, very small, so we've got to put minus 1,000 here. We want the upper value here to be 25. Okay, but we now want the mean, the variance to be 10.5. Okay, and the mean to be 30.5. And that will, made a mistake there. No, it's actually correct. So we got 0.3002. Okay, and then just writing down the answer, 0.3002 from GDC, and that gives an answer of 0.300, correct to 3 significant figures. So this has been a video to show you how to find the mean and the variance, and then do some coding to find a new distribution, and then use that to find a probability. I hope you've understood, and I thank you very much for watching.